inside the Grand Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one.
First up we have the Machine. From up against them, Freight Train.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at them.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the blue trunks with red trim. The Machine. Fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing the cyan trunks with red trim. Freight Train.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has... Time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. And we may see a stoppage here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now we've got to wake up. We've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
No defense for that hook. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. And counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Right hook just missed. Nice counter shot. Counter shot lands. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses of combat.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They exchange punches. He misses with that straight left. Good counter punch.
Yeah.
There's a counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch and just got countered. Fantastic punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
I've been in fights like that. When you think
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
this is one of those situations, you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counter punch. Bombs away. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. These two fighters are made for one another. Punch, counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter shot. Big punch. Can they finish it? How about that time counter shot?
Nigga, yeah.
Looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from?
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
There's always a way.
On to the fourth we go.
Mm.
See if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch. Just avoids the left uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. That punch landed. Counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh my goodness, Johnny! And they got caught. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter. Back and forth they go. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he scores with the counter. There's a scoring blow. The straight right just misses. Insane action. Good counter punching. Every time he throws a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, here we go in the sixth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What the time when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And now going for the finish. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight. This fight will continue. He is down big time on the sticky. Here we go, it's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We wanted action, and they are are giving us action. How about that time counter shot? Misses with the straight left. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Right uppercut just off target. Those counter punches have to hurt. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You find Asian.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
And we enter the ninth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice counter shot. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
They exchange punches. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Whoa, wait a minute! What's the referee thinking right now? This is the 10th. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they had left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Can't land the jab there. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I'm never playing Tahitian again. I got my one win. I'm good. Last KO, I'm good.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. He'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. There's the bell to start round 11. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. Straight right just misses. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Counter punch caught him clean. And this with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. These two were made for each other. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
secret here.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot lands. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter punch on him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
You know the scorecard.
Yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? You threw 1,000